Hello! You will notice that I'm in a different space than I usually am today. This is my library, and I'm here to proctor the ACTs. So, well, I finished practicing the ACTs, but I thought, I'll do my video here today. So, this week we are looking at apps, which are essentially tools that pretty much only do one thing. And so, the assignment for today, or for this module rather, is take a look at these. I don't know how many of them I have on here. 15 or 16 maybe, and they're all different sorts of apps. I've got some which deal with pictures, some that are for troubleshooting and brainstorming, some that you can use for presentations, and I seem to have doubled up my picture ones, so I'm just going to leave them there because I'm sick of fiddling with this. And then there's a couple of animation ones that are fun, and then there's some augmented reality. I don't even know if the augmented reality ones are going to I've been reading about it for a while and thinking, what the heck is this? And then I got to play with some tools at an MSLA event, and it was so cool. So I'm putting it in there. I don't know how appealing it's going to be looking at it on this screen as opposed to, fiddling with it on your own. But it's there if you want to. Take a look. The other thing is, so there's 10 pages of Richardson that you can skim. I mean, I think it still has some valuable stuff about Flickr, but again, it's Richardson. He's a little out of, not very timely, but Flickr's a great resource still. It's they've gotten rid of some of the bells and whistles that made it so much fun for education, but it's still a great source of content with their commons and that sort of thing. Then Joyce Valenza has an article, Librarians Wanting for Smashing Blending Toolkit Building, and that's about app smashing. Again, this is one of those weeks where the exploration is huge. So there's a lot here to look at. So go where you want to go. Look at the things that interest you. But if you're somebody who's like, oh yeah, I'm pretty good, I know I've used all these apps, and you kind of can whip through them, then you might want to take a look at app smashing because it's a nice organizational way of looking at apps. So, do that based on your comfort level and how much time you have. The one thing that I wanted to mention is, so the blog, you can, blog whatever your journey is, talk about, maybe choose a handful of these that you found the most appealing or found most frustrating. You don't have to mention all of them, but look at least like 5 of them. I mean, I would like you to look at all of them if you have time, unless you get totally stuck. But in your blog, maybe set 5 as a minimum. And just either choose your favorites so that you've got a record of them, or choose the ones that you are horrified by so that you never look at them again, however you want to do that. The discussion, you guys are great at the discussion. I'm not worried about giving you too much direction there. And then you do have an assignment, which is to look at each one of these tools. So you will have to look at each one of these and just come up with a use for it. It doesn't have to, in the content page, I say be specific but not detailed. So like for Doodle, it could be find a time to schedule your community book club using Doodle. Librarian uses Doodle to schedule community book club. For Voki, you could be students create Vokies of historical leaders and give a speech or whatever. I don't know. But you don't have to reference the standards or anything like that. This is just like a brainstorming thing. It's later we'll be doing a unit. You guys will be writing a unit where you integrate whatever technology you want, from here or from other places, and then we'll be more specific with looking at, actual curricular uses and digging in. This is really just, off the top of your head, what you think that people would use it for. So I believe that's all. It's and then next week I think we're looking at multimedia, so there will be a little bit of slosh over. Anyway, I'm about halfway through grading, and I had every intention of continuing to grade today on Saturday, but it's gorgeous out. I'm going outside. But you will be, I promise. Once I'm out of school, my grading will be on point. But everybody should have some feedback so far, and I will get around to it in the next week. So I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you on the boards, and have a great weekend. I already said that. I'm repeating myself. I clearly need lunch. All right, bye.